All right, today we're diving into something pretty cool. We're looking at the surprising ways AI is teaming up with people all across India. We're going to go beyond the usual tech headlines to find these incredible stories where technology meets tradition, where it's empowering communities and really reshaping the future, one partnership at a time.
So when you think about AI, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For most of us, it's probably the voice assistant on our phone or, a chatbot on a website. And look, those are useful for sure, but they're really just scratching the surface. The real story, the one that's happening right now, is so much bigger and honestly, so much more human than that.
See, in India, AI is becoming more than just a convenience. It's actually being woven into the very fabric of culture and the economy. We've found three amazing stories from the worlds of art, education, and local business that really show you what this human-AI partnership looks like on the ground.
First up, we're heading into the vibrant, colorful world of Indian music. This is where centuries-old traditions are getting a 21st century remix. It's where ancient art meets a modern algorithm. Okay, so on one side, you have this beautiful, soulful folk music from Rajasthan. It's an art form that's been passed down from generation to generation. And on the other side, you've got the high-energy pop sound of a massive Bollywood hit. They seem like they're from totally different universes, right? But what if I told you AI was the bridge between them? Let me introduce you to Rani Sharma, a folk singer whose music found a completely new audience.
And her own words really say it all. Here's how it worked. An AI tool listened to her traditional song, analyzed its unique melody and emotional feel. This helped producers figure out the perfect way to weave it into a modern Bollywood track, without losing its soul. The AI didn't create the art, it just opened a new door for it, connecting her voice with millions of younger listeners.
And this is part of a much bigger trend. AI's role in entertainment is just exploding. Get this, there's a Bollywood director who now uses an AI tool to read scripts and actually predict how well they'll do at the box office. I mean, can you believe that? AI is becoming a creative consultant in one of the biggest film industries on the planet. Okay, so from the recording studio, let's switch gears and travel to a classroom in rural Punjab. Because here, a totally different kind of human-AI partnership is unlocking new possibilities for students and their teachers.
I want you to meet Mr. Singh. Now, like a lot of teachers in remote areas, he faces challenges. Limited resources, finding new ways to keep his students engaged. But instead of letting that stop him, he's using AI-powered apps to completely transform his classroom.
And his process is actually super simple, but so effective. Whenever he sees his students are struggling with something, let's say it's a tricky math concept, he just asks a generative AI tool for ideas. And within minutes, he gets back a custom, interactive lesson plan, complete with games and visuals made just for his class. It's not replacing him as a teacher. It's more like a super-powered assistant, freeing him up to do the most important thing, actually connect with his students.
For our third and final story, we're going from the classroom to the marketplace. Now, the backbone of India's economy is its millions of small local shops. And here, too, AI is starting to level the playing field. So picture this. In the city of Jaipur, you've got these local shopkeepers, right? And they're using these surprisingly simple AI tools to get a real edge. Instead of doing manual counts and just guessing what to order, AI-powered apps can now predict what customers will want and automate all their inventory tracking. That means less waste, no more out-of-stock signs, and a real shot at competing with the big chain stores. Now, you might think this is just a few tech-savvy shops here and there, but it is the start of a massive economic shift. So let me ask you, what percentage of India's small businesses do you think will be using AI tools by the year 2030? Just take a guess.
Get ready for this. 70%. That's right, nearly 3 out of every 4 small businesses. What this tells us is that this technology is moving from the fringes right into the mainstream of the Indian economy, and it's happening fast.
I mean, just look at this chart. It really puts that number into perspective. Look at that jump. That's the incredible growth we're expecting over just the next few years. We're right on the edge of a tech revolution at the grassroots level, empowering entrepreneurs all over the country.
So we've seen AI in music, in a classroom, and in the marketplace. What's the common thread? What's the one thing that ties all of these amazing stories together? Well, it's this idea of partnership.
Think about it. An ancient song finds a whole new generation. A dedicated teacher creates the perfect lesson. A local shopkeeper builds a smarter business. In every single one of these stories, AI was the tool that made it possible. But the vision, the creativity, the passion, the drive, that was all human. Look, the code and the algorithms are powerful, There's no doubt about that. But they're really nothing without the human spark that gives them a purpose. That's the secret ingredient. That's what turns all this raw potential into something that feels, well, magical.
And that really leaves us with this one big question. We're just at the beginning of this journey. So, as these partnerships between human ingenuity and artificial intelligence get even stronger, what else is possible? What new problems could we solve? What new art could we create? The possibilities? They are truly endless. Thanks for joining us.